Dude, this is cool. Oh my goodness, dude.
I want to be able to aim with my arm like Iron Man, but in a first-person shooter. Firstly, because that's sick. But more than that, I want to know if it could actually give you an advantage. See, aiming with a mouse has a few problems. First, there's friction. People spend extra to get hyper smooth, low friction. And second, there's weight, which means there's inertia, which basically means the heavier the mouse, the slower you are to aim. And that's real science. So what if I told you aiming could be frictionless, practically weightless, and have a larger range of motion because you're not limited to the size of your mouse pad? Would that be exploitable? But before that, I have to address something super serious, and that is the alarmingly large number of comments asking me to eat beans. Like, what is going on? I'm not just gonna eat beans. Here's me eating a can of beans while wearing Paradox art.
Baked.
Here's me mowing someone else's lawn while wearing Paradox art. Here's me in super slow-mo while wearing Paradox art. Here's me using a green screen to make it look like I'm on the beach while wearing things you can get from paradoxart.shop right now. You can literally do anything you would normally do, but look way better while doing it because you're wearing Paradox art. And luckily they gave me a temporary discount code that you can use right now to get an exclusive discount.
Pog.
No one else gets this discount, just you. If you see me in public, I might actually be wearing this stuff.
I would literally wear all of these.
It fits good.
I'm not flexing.
It smells.
I've worn it a few times. It smelled good when I got it.
Smells good if you don't wear it 5 days in a row. I'm just saying, bro. I wear Paradox art and I have a wife. I'm just saying, dude. I'm just pointing it out. They asked me to wear my favorite design. So this is me wearing my favorite design.
That's right. All of them. All of them are my favorite. It is very hot if you wear them all at once.
Paradox Art is the first ever sponsor of Oddly Exploitable, so show them some big love. Please use the link in the description. Use my discount code. Have a good time. Just go do some shopping. Just check it out. Big thanks to Paradox Art for sponsoring this video. Please, boys, go show them some love. Shop hard. Do some hard shopping. Now enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Welcome to Oddly Exploitable, where we game just outside the rules. Be careful, or your input might become an input. The biggest problem I have with Pro League competitive gaming is the way it appears. Bunch of dudes sitting at a desk with monitors, occasionally standing up and yelling. Really, from a viewer's standpoint, it has a lot of similarities to like watching an accountant's boss on Monday. For some reason, I just really have a hard time seeing this being something people gather around a TV and watch at a holiday, like it's not a football game. I mean, I enjoy it. I think it's hype. I like all the pogs in the chat. It is what it is. It just looks the way it looks, and it will probably never change. Or will it? Picture this. Instead of just a bunch of dudes in gaming jerseys walking in, you got a bunch of dudes with big infinity gauntlet looking glove aiming devices on their arms, bro, veins popping out. They're jumping around, getting blood flowing, dude, like warming up, moving their arms. You got transparent Iron Man displays, 70 inches, immersion. You got these guys sweating out of their minds. Wireless headsets conditioned for this epic gaming viewership. I'm just saying, professional gaming could be more fun to watch, and it could be because of a new way to aim. Think about it. The limitations of a mouse are that a mouse pad is required, causing friction, and the weight of a mouse is really important due to inertia, as you can see from all the ultra lightweight gaming mouse coming out. So what if you had a way to aim that was half the weight of the lightest mouse possible, and there was zero friction? It would definitely be fatiguing, not something you'd want to do to ball out with your bros. But I mean, if you're a pro, you don't care about fatigue. You're not worried, oh, I'm gonna fatigue. You want to be the best. So could something like that be better for precision, competition? Could it be something that is odd, but in the end, exploitable? That's what I want to test. So to test it, we need to build it.
With a box of scraps!
To build the Iron Man aiming gauntlet, I took my favorite dongle out of my box of scraps in true Tommy Storks fashion. Wii dongle. It translates Wii input into whatever you want. But I know what you're thinking, and no, we're not using a Wii remote, just the guts of the Wii remote. Just the guts, because I'm
Tommy Storks.
So instead of waving a little Wii remote wand like a child, I can just move the two IR lights in the sensor bar on a 2D plane.
A 2D plane! I can move the whole device.
What the dog doing?
And build it into something that attaches to my hand like Iron Man.
The man with the Wii remote.
This gives me a larger range of motion, which means in theory I'll have more precision than a controller and potentially even more precision than a mouse.
This is going to take some work.
In theory.
And then I'll have to program it to not be inverted.
I was gonna have to do code. So I just thought of a super top secret coding programming method to invert the aim. This guy's a brick. So what you do is you take this and you flip it over.
Oh, careful. My brain, it's blowing out of my skull.
Okay, but I have to see if it actually works now.
Controller's now upside down. All right. Up is now up. Down is now down.
I didn't realize that means that the left and the right are inverted.
I have a dent in my brain.
So the coding was going great.
I love user manual.
Until I learned that.
Dude, there's a setting in the game to invert the aim, dude. Camera movements on the vertical axis will always be, I literally could have just turned this on. Enabled.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
All right. Problem solved.
So now I'm able to aim on a 2D plane with only the sensor bar, which we can later build into a glove.
So up, down, left, right. Just aim with this. Like that in itself is very sick. Haha, pretty nice.
It was working, but was way too sensitive and flowy. I wanted more of a linear movement, sort of like a mouse. Like I move 2 inches with my hand and then in game it moves 2 inches.
That way there's no like acceleration.
It was sort of like mouse acceleration.
Bit on mouse acceleration.
And how it makes it harder to be precise if you have that turned on.
Can anyone guess what it's gonna take to fix that? To get it to go linearly?
Guess how we fix it, dude.
Dog? It's not gonna take dog.
Guess, dude. Guess how we fix it? A dongle.
Dongle.
Welcome to Dongle Simulator.
Dongle programming.
Engage.
This might have done it, I suppose. It's close.
I now have my sensor bar, which is able to act as my aiming device. I'm able to change the settings of the Dolphin Bar dongle so that it talks to the other dongle like a Windows mouse. Then I can use code that translates that mouse input into the desired linear output.
I am totally going to write this input translator myself without copying and pasting anything from anyone else.
Hacker man.
Hope it works. Totally did it myself. And so I'm positive that this is all going to work first try.
As always, it worked first try.
It didn't work first try.
It did not work first try.
It is now 1 day later. I have coffee. It's a morning. Good morning. And
for some reason, the input translator read the mouse input incorrectly. Not sure why. I mean, it's not like it's a monkey holding 2 infrared lights on a sensor bar pointed at the guts of a Wii remote or something. It thought every mouse movement was down and to the right no matter what I did. It just thought it was down and to the right, which obviously you can't aim with that. I tried a few things like dongling straight into the PS5.
all right, we dongle engage. Dongle engage. Nothing.
Or literally using my entire Windows PC as a dongle.
Okay, so I tried receiving the infrared source from this and this,
Receiving
and then
that in
outputting a
Windows
Bluetooth signal,
and then
dongle number
but
one.
the
dongle doesn't detect the mouse and keyboard. Bummer. Huge bummer.
But finally, I arrived at what was the closest thing I could get to linear movement.
Oh! I think, yes, it's jittery. It's jittery as crap. Okay, that's a success. Everything is translating properly. It's just jittery and needs a larger dead zone, which I think I can fix. Imagine being the person that actually writes code. I'm thankful for those people, wherever they are.
Now I just needed to build it into the desired Iron Man gauntlet glove, which will allow me to use my hand to aim on a vertical 2D plane. Friction-free.
Poggers. Professional soldering. Ow, ow. Just like the thumbnail. Every time. That's officially lighter than the lightest gaming mouse in the world. Test number 5000. We'll call this final draft 111111110. All right. Here goes nothing. Dude, this is cool. Oh my goodness, dude. This is sick.
The only thing left to do was give myself the ability to do mouse 1 and 2 so I could actually ADS and shoot. I used foot switches for this, which definitely made it weirder. So the setup took some getting used to.
Under fire here.
Well, it's hard. It's definitely hard to move my ankle. My wrist hurts.
I have thousands of hours gaming behind a mouse and keyboard, so muscle memory was not on my side. I thought this would feel cool, but it felt way cooler than I expected.
We're going in. I just need to slip my glove on now. My Iron Man glove.
Royale. Be advised, gas is closing in.
Now my initial gamer hypothesis was that the zero friction would allow me to be more precise. But after some use, I found that the friction of a mousepad may actually be what helps you stop and aim exactly where you want to.
See, like that just wasn't very precise.
Now, if I had another 500 hours to practice with this, I think I could definitely improve. Could it be more precise than a mouse?
Don't worry, dude. I've never lost gulag in my life. You gotta call me Iron Man if I win, okay? Oh! Never won the gulag before in my life. It's harder to get used to than I thought it would. Oh! Dude, but I'm getting used to it!
If this concept were fine-tuned, if the final results were more precise and designed with actual testing and development like a regular product, with an even larger range of motion, would this be able to give you an advantage over those using a mouse or a controller?
Dang, that's tougher than I thought it would be. Like, to get used to my arm just not being on anything. Hey man, I think you have a herd of screaming children in your house.
However odd the setup might feel, however potentially uncomfortable, would it be oddly exploitable?
I wonder if on PS5, if this was a controller, it might be nuts. Leave thumbs up if you want me to aim PS5 this. I can maybe PS5 this.
So do you think Iron Man aiming is something that's oddly exploitable? Vote on the poll now, and the results of last week's episode are... which honestly, I did not expect. Comment if you have an idea for something that might be oddly exploitable. I'm reading all of the comments right now, so I will see it. See you in 7 to 10 business days for the next episode. I don't know, dude.
Just passing through.